Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zehra back again with Q&A about the law of attraction and its application to our lives. The question today was a comment by Pixie Gardner. I'm going to read this out to you. She says, I'd like to ask you a question, please. This morning, I pre-paved my day. Then, as I was going shopping, I pre-paved my journey into town. It went perfectly. Clear road, green lights. I visited a couple of supermarkets, then walked across town to pop a request for my husband's prescription at the doctor's office. The lane was blocked, so I walked back up the road and down again to the rear entrance only to find it blocked there too. I decided to pop into the post office to buy a stamp and post the letter. Their computers were down, so I left empty-handed. On the way home, I was trying to keep positive, so started noticing the lovely scenery I drove past. When I got home, my husband noticed that someone had hit the rear wing of the car and it had scratched and dented. The day started out so well. Where did I go wrong? My goodness. What an excellent question, Pixie. Thank you so much for contributing your question, and I am going to respond fully because this is really exciting. But before I go there, let me do a quick introduction. Thank you to all of you for supporting my work. Hi, I'm Zehra Mahoon. I'm the author of 16 books on the subject of law of attraction. I am a mindset and manifesting expert and a transformational coach. You can find out all about my books and my programs through my website, zmahoon.com. This YouTube channel is my hot seat where I enjoy answering questions from my subscribers. So let's get into Pixie's question. All right. Okay, so see, the thing I want, first of all, for you to understand, Pixie, is that your vibration today is creating your tomorrow. It's creating your future. Your vibration from yesterday is creating your today. Your vibration from yesterday has an impact on what is happening today. So let me just share my screen with you because it'll make it clearer. All right, so let's say this question is truly about momentum. It's about momentum. So let's say that yesterday something bad happened. And so you now have a negative vibration that was generated yesterday, and it has a lot of momentum. And it doesn't even have to do with yesterday. It could have been 3 days ago, 4 days ago, whatever. But this is something that you keep thinking about over and over again. And Abraham calls this your habit of thought. So you have a certain habit of thought. And that habit of thought has momentum, meaning speed. It is going at 100 miles an hour. Now, you have now, because you want to improve your life, you are now pre-paving, you're doing the things that you know need to be done in order to improve your vibration. So you start pre-paving, you start meditating, you start doing the things that you now know contribute towards a positive vibration. So now you started a new momentum, a new positive momentum. I'm going to call this new positive momentum M2. This is positive, and this M1 was negative. Now, M2 is not going at 100 miles an hour because you just started it. And you're not even very good at it just now. It's like you're still learning the difference between positive and negative. And so if we look at a daily basis, here's one day when you were positive and another day you were negative. So, and then another day when you were positive, but then you had 3 days in a row when you were negative. And then you had a positive day, but then you had 2 negative days. So you see what I mean? And you see this negative momentum is a momentum that's coming from who knows how many years. I don't know how old you are, Pixie, but based on how old you are and when you started doing this work, there's a lot of speed going on over here, a lot of momentum. Whereas this M2, it just started maybe a few years ago. It doesn't have that much momentum. Maybe it's in comparison to the 100 miles an hour, maybe this is going at 60 miles an hour. It's not quite at the same speed as the negative momentum that you created in all those years that have gone by. And so what will happen is that you will get a mixed bag of manifestations. You got a mixed bag of manifestations. Some of your manifestations were actually quite good. Smooth sailing into town, right? But momentum is, and this is the thing that I teach in all my courses, in all my books, in all my programs. You got to learn this, people. I think I've got a video about it as well. If I find the video, I'm going to link it up here. It's momentum that creates manifestation. Momentum leads to the manifestation. Manifestations are not the result of the thought you are thinking today. Manifestations are a result of momentum. And that is why if you've had a lot of momentum from the past, your practice of pre-paving just today, or maybe the last 40 days, or maybe a year or 2 years, is not going to make a big dent in it. And this is why the 40-day workout that we do based on the unlimited workbook, just grab the workbook. We do this workout every single day on Facebook. I teach it live. And I've been doing the workout since I wrote the workbook. I was doing it even before I created the workbook. I have been doing the workbook for a very long time. And then finally, I packaged it into a workbook for everyone else's benefit. But this word, I've been teaching it since 2016. But I've been doing it for way longer and we never stop. It's a 40-day workout that we start over again every 43 days. This Friday, we are going to complete the workout, and on Monday, we are going to start a new one. Every 43 days, we start a new 40-day workout. And the reason is because it takes time. And I'm sorry, I see on Facebook, on YouTube, a lot of teachers telling you, do this, and instantly things will happen. Sweetheart, no, it takes time. You know why it takes time? It takes time because you can change your thought today, but you cannot create positive momentum today. Momentum, it takes time. And this is why it takes time for us to change our lives around completely. Small things start showing up that tell you that you're heading in the right direction, but we need to. So I'm going to go back to that diagram that I was drawing. With time, and if you keep up the work that you're doing, what will happen is that your new momentum will surpass this 100 miles an hour. Your new momentum will surpass this. You'll be going at 120. And life will just feel so good and it will be magical. But you've got to gain that momentum. Momentum results in the manifestation. So let me just go back. And there's one more thing. I want to just take a look at your note again, Pixie. One more thing that I want to teach you guys, and I'm going to go back and share the screen again because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you think that you pre-paved your day, let's say pre-paved day 1, and you did the pre-paving about this day. And what is a pre-paving? It is a thought. So day 1, you pre-paved day 1. But what about the days before that? They were subjects that you were thinking about. And one of the biggest mistakes that I talk about in the book Manifesting Mistakes, which has 16, 15, 16 mistakes that I talk about in that book that people make, is they think that here's one subject of my life and maybe this is health, and here's another subject of my life and this subject is maybe money, and they are straight lines that don't mingle. So my thoughts about health don't affect my money, and my thoughts about money don't affect my health. But in reality, that's not true. In reality, your thoughts about everything affect everything else in your life. So your money is linked to your health. They are linked to each other. So they are going in both directions. And so to think that your thoughts about this day will only affect this day, no, they won't. The thoughts that you think today they will affect your reality for a very long time and on all other subjects, because it's about vibration. It's not about subject, it's about vibration. All right, folks, I hope that you find this helpful. I hope that it clarifies your understanding and your ability to apply the law of attraction. And if you got to the end of this video, I want you to put um, a phrase in the comments below to let me know that you made it to the end, because I enjoy seeing people make it to the end. So this is a small way for me to derive pleasure out of the work that I do. And the phrase I want you to state in the comments below is momentum creates manifestation. Momentum. Just even if you just throw the word momentum in the comments, I would really appreciate it, because it'll help me to know that my work is making a difference. I really appreciate all of you, especially those of you who ask questions, because you help us all. Love you all lots, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.